Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome to another episode with me, Turing Berlin, or Turing79, or whatever you want to call me, playing on Impulse ISV. What I want to know is, this bar here at the bottom, hang on, in a moment it's going to be bigger, because I'm going to cut what I'm just saying at the moment probably out, and I'm just going to make it bigger. This bar here, so here you can see number 1, I have sword, 2, bow, 3, pick, 4, spade, 5, axe, and those are pretty much always there unless I'm placing blocks. Essentially I tend to pick up crafting tables quite a lot with the axe and chests and things, and it's kind of useful to have. Other things that I tend to always have on me, it's not so important where they go though, I would say, is ender chest, rockets, pearls. And by rights, really, this should be a totem in here, and I should have food there. And that is the layout of my hotbar. How do you lay out your hotbar? Please tell me. Give me let me know in the comments below. I've been building and redstoning. I have created a redstone monstrosity over the past couple of weeks on stream, and it doesn't work. This is going to require a bit of staring and fiddling and tinkering and playing around with until I can suss out what is going on. Okay, this storage system is pretty much done now. I mean, I do need to still put some composters around, like composters on top of here to prevent hopper lag and stuff, because we try and be friendly, and I think I can even squeeze some more composters down there onto that line. But kind of like the idea is it's same with all storage systems, is it's kind of like it's one item per thing. If you leave empty spaces, like there's empty spaces in this barrel down here, then if I put things in it's going to like fill up those empty spaces. So I'm just kind of like thinking, ideally I would like this bit here, this section here, to kind of like be a reflection of my ender chest, and then as I kind of like develop more shulkers, I'll probably put them in starting here and working our way down. Now items are going to come down this row first, this row first, this row first. So I'm tempted to kind of like block this thing off with stone, so items can't be sorted into stone, because obviously, and then I can kind of like replace those with shulkers, kind of like use this as kind of like a generic overfill storage system. There's a plan, essentially, I'm saying I've got a plan to get this a bit more organised, so it's something that it's a bit more than just my ender chest, but it's going to be based on my ender chest, I think. One of the things that I have been asked to do is kind of like come up with a design for the industrial portal. So this is the design at the moment. Now there are kind of like a couple of cogs here. This cog here on the right is not waxed. This cog here on the left is also not waxed. This is going to be a collaboration project between myself and Bray, I think is how you say the name. I'm not 100% sure if I'm saying that correctly. But the kind of what the idea is going to have a giant copper tree coming out of the top of this building. Now copper just seems to be the most precious commodity ever at the moment. I have just gone and brought a shop out of copper blocks, but each one of these was kind of like 9 diamonds. So I'm just going to leave a chest somewhere if I can find one, and we'll leave that for Bray, and just say we'll put some stairs down on this as well, I think, and yeah, we'll have some brick stairs curving down, and we'll leave a double chest around and just let that person know that they can start building their bit of the build. I have been working hard. I am going to grab some rockets. I have been working hard on a villager trading hall designed. On ISV, we are allowed up to 15 villagers to keep in our main bases. So I have got 15 places for villagers to stand, and there's no escape from those places, and I can send them down to get them zombificated and bring them back up again. I think I need to do some work on the back just to make that zombie safe. I also need to get a couple of villagers, and I need to set up a little breeding arena, because obviously, I've got to have swamp villagers in this place because, live in a swamp. Tower has been an absolutely marvellous person. He has allowed me to borrow his villager breeder, and I have managed to transport these two guys all the way from his base to my base, which isn't that far, but we've got kind of like ice fields and everything connecting them. So my hope is I'm going to put these in here and set them up to do some breeding. Okay, so I've managed to get these two villagers into this, well, whatever you want to call this type of thing. You know, they're both farmers at the moment, so they can breed carrots. They're going to end up dead because they're not swamp villagers, and we need to have swamp villagers in here. So as soon as I get some more villagers kind of like on the go, I'll probably kill these guys off and swap them over for the swamp guys. There's 17 beds here, so this kind of like, this area should be able to hold 17 villagers altogether. And I've kind of like, I've built that around on, hang on, the TPS is a little bit lower than it was this morning. Oh no, and I haven't got my head on me. We'll just sort that out a bit. But we've built this at such a level, and I've kind of like, I've poked holes in where these are going to see. So I'm hoping that I can just kind of like poke holes in the right place. And then have villagers kind of push villagers out into where I want them to be. Like, you know, I could build a little bit of a temporary wall up here or something to kind of like make that a bit easier for me maybe. Anyway, we need to grab that hoe and we need to till that ground again, because otherwise that's going to be a spawnable spot and zombies are probably going to eat my villagers' faces. Oh look, it's working already. See this one, villager? He is not. That's a shame. So, after a little adventure later, here we are again. Here we are. We have our... Well, we've got 3 now because we've just a little baby one. We've got our 2 farmers set up, and they are swamp farmers, and we've got a little baby swamp villager there. So those should breed up until we've got 17 people in here, because we've got 17 beds. And then we'll try and shift some of the people into these things. Some of them I don't expect to have the water bottle trade. It's not officially called the water bottle trade. It's officially called the, I can't remember now. What are they? My curiosity has been piqued. We are talking about the glass bottle trade. The glass bottle trade is the one I want to kind of like get down to 1 emerald per glass bottle, because the clerics will sell glass bottles, and then we'll be able to get emeralds, and that should just kind of like shift us forward a bit in this game. Okay, it's just getting to that point where I'm just going a little bit doolally with these villagers. I'm not enjoying this dirt ceiling at all, but that's kind of like where the villager breeding is happening, and then I'm just kind of like shoveling them down into these chutes. And you know, I've got various people going on. What I would like is a complete set of cleric high priestess of the Vaxavacaroon selling glass bottles, and obviously it's kind of like it's given that they're going to that I can buy redstone, lapis, glowstone. I thought I could buy a bottle of enchanting. I'm not so worried about that, if I'm honest. But really, those are the 3 main ones I want to buy, and I want to be able to sell the bottles because I've got the bottles coming down from my witch farm, and zombie flesh. I think I can pretty much steal from the gold farm. So if I'm having to kind of like level these guys up to like their 4th trade to see if they have the bottle trade, discovering that they haven't got it, and then killing them again, which then stops the breeder, because I think villagers go into a period of grieving for a bit if someone dies. And then the process starts again with less villagers at the top, and less breeding capacity, because I'm limited by the 17 beds that I have here. And also I keep getting these dirty little foreigners. You know, I want my pure bred not jungle. I want to say marsh now. Swamp villagers. But yeah, these chaps keep going in, and obviously they're just not good enough, so they get instantly executed as well. So, yeah, that's your destiny. You are going for the job. Whilst I am waiting for the villagers to get a bit more adult, and we can see if we can do those, because it's kind of like there's going to be a little bit of waiting, we can actually start on the zombification, because we have got a zombie in the back there. Is going to attack them with a stone slab, I believe. I mean, I might equip him with a sharpness 5 sword or a smite 5 sword. A sharpness 5 axe, actually, I think I've seen. Where is he? I can hear him. I mean, I could go into spec mode and show you. Let's do that. Let's go into spec mode. There is a villager here. You know, is not named for anything at the moment and is not a villager. He is a zombie. Yeah, he that happened as well. That used to be a villager. He escaped, and he escaped into the wrong place, poor guy. So we are going to have to kill him at some point because he's going to count as one as our 15 villagers. But what we need to do is get these guys zombificated and cured, and we can probably bring the bottles down from up here, and then we can start selling the bottles. I might even get the flesh trade down. If I could do one flesh, I don't know. I'll have to have a look. I'll have to do a little bit of research and see if the flesh trade is actually worth it. The bottles are... Where are the bottles? They're in there. That's not a great deal. That doesn't seem to be going up magnificently. I do hope that my witch farm is working everything okay. It might not be working on this level. It might be a bit high. We'll see. The cause of why my drops aren't being picked up, the minecart stopped moving. Let's see if we can fix that. Right, let's try that again. As you may have noticed, there was a bit of a speedy up time-lapsey type of thing where I was kind of trying to move villagers around. Essentially, this guy here is a jungle villager, and this guy here, who's now decided he's going to be a farmer, is also a jungle villager. We want the jungle villagers. The jungle villagers have the green and the purple. The green and the purple, which kind of like goes with the witch vibes. It's very, very nice. So this chap here and this chap here, the front chap, they have to be culled, along with everybody else underneath, including the police, because somebody called the cops. So we need to get either a bucket of lava. I thought we had a bucket of lava on us. That's annoying. We'll try a flint and steel. That might be a slightly safer way of going about the cull. This is going to be my outro. This outro is actually probably taking about a week after kind of like that last clip was recorded. Sorry, there's been a bit of IRL stuff and there's been a bit of stuff happening on the server. Just kind of like, it seems to me like just after I managed to get like this thing completely built and all the clerics in place and I started going through the zombification procedures and everything, that there was an announcement made saying that trading halls are essentially going to become banned on the server, and so these guys have been volunteered to go to the new public trading hall. This build I would like to get torn down, and you're allowed to have 5 villagers now. So I've kept 2. I've kept 2 behind, which I've got in a boat just here. But you know, that is you know, it's just kind of like as soon as you do something and then you get told to kind of like, oh, you know, that was completely a big waste of time. It can kind of like destroy motivation a bit and everything as well. But mainly I'd say it's kind of like IRL stuff that's been stressing me out about, which is why there's a gap. So please don't think it's all kind of like all this type of related stuff. It's not. We are going to leave it there. I'm tempted to kind of like load up my single player world actually a bit. I'm kind of like missing a bit. I thought I could go through till Christmas without touching it, but I might try playing that for a bit. But I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Have fun. Bye bye.